Welcome back. You're watching Markets at Lunch here on ETNow. I'm Nayantara and my colleague Ayesha Faridi joining us from Mumbai. You've got the Nifty above 9100 at the moment. The Sensex meanwhile up by about 43 points. The mid cap and the broader markets at large actually once again doing better than the frontline indices. So let's discuss the markets and a lot more with Sanjay Kumar, the CIO at PNB MetLife. Thank you so much for joining us here on Markets at Lunch, Mr. Kumar. I'll get straight down to it. What's your call on the markets? We've seen them, in the last few sessions, if not weeks, stuck in this range. 9,300 for the Nifty seems to be like a Mount Everest. We just are able to climb. What do you think are the triggers for the markets at the moment? I would imagine the bigger one, of course, being this ongoing earnings season.
So the key factor which has been driving the market over the last few months has been liquidity. There has been a deluge of liquidity both on the domestic as well as on the global front. So clearly at the current valuation, markets are trading at a premium. So in fact on a 2-year basis, markets are one standard deviation higher than the mean. So at this level we see some consolidation taking place. However, as far as the triggers are concerned going forward, performance of corporate earnings and smooth GST implementation. These are two important triggers that would play out for the market in the immediate term. There are quite a few themes for the medium to long term which investors can play on.
So let's talk about those themes. Which are the themes the investors can play on?
Okay, so the two broad themes that come to my mind are the consumption theme and the public spending, the infrastructure investment theme. So on the consumption side, we see strong consumption coming in from both the rural side as well as the urban side. On the rural front, the strong focus by government to increase farm income, the public spending that is going on, that is going to provide a significant boost to consumption. On the urban front, the rising disposable income, aspirational levels increasing, as well as the increase in income. So all these combined are going to provide a boost to urban consumption as well. More importantly, the implementation of the 7th pay commission, that is also a very important factor. So overall consumption we see as a structural multi-year theme which will drive markets over the medium to long term. The other theme that we think will play out is infrastructure focus. So there has been a strong focus by the government on developing infrastructure. The key areas which are being focused are roads, railways, power transmission and housing. Now within housing, again, affordable housing is one segment that the government is strongly focusing on. Again, this infrastructure theme is a multi-year structural theme. It has a strong multiplier impact on the economy, and these two broad themes I think that investors can selectively look to play with.
Okay, and where is it that you're profit taking right now? Any pockets which you feel are looking a little ripe and richly valued right now? So the two sectors which come to my mind which are highly valued at this point of time. So one is the private banks, right? So the private banks, though they are in the right segments, they have been gaining market share. The businesses that they are focusing on are very profitable, have high growth. These banks have good risk management system, underwriting skills. The challenge with these banks is that they have high valuations, and any disappointment, especially on the NPA front, could lead to correction. So this could be one area where selectively investors can look to book profits. Okay. What then is the approach when it comes to the fixed income market? Because about a month back after the policy, there was that big debate that, now you're seeing a reversal coming in. RBI is going to be in a pause mode for a while to come. In fact, even in the last policy. And ever since then, fixed income is not looking all that attractive as pure equity plays are.
So what we have seen from the Reserve Bank of India, that a few months back, it changed its stance from accommodative to neutral. In the last monetary policy meeting, we saw RBI, though it kept the repo rate at the same level, it reduced the interest rate corridor, which means that effectively it increased the reverse repo rate.
most importantly, two things happened. One is RBI raised its inflation forecast for FY18 and had a hawkish commentary. I mean, put all this in a perspective, and what it effectively implies is that loose monetary policy might have ended. So, so we may not see any further rate cuts during the course of the year. In fact, I would not rule out the possibility of a rate increase towards the end of FY18.
Okay, good to hear that. That's an interesting take. Sanjay, good chatting with you. Thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking with us today.
Okay,
That's the view coming in from PNB MetLife, Sanjay Kumar, the CIO. In the meantime, let's check in on what the market is up to. And we're clinging on comfortably, at least so far, to the 9100 level. Broader markets continue to see significant traction. And it is indeed the small caps which are taking the lead. So what's looking good within the small cap space? Let's just bring you